What a wild ride today. Now remember, yesterday I said this market is going up. It doesn't matter who wins, which it's true, right? Nobody has won as of just yet. And so what's going on with the market? We are going up. However, be prepared. It might go down with flames, go down with smoke, because people are getting squeezed today. And I just got some sort of message somewhere. I am just making some adjustments here. Come join me live on YouTube. All right. Just a couple things I have to do once I actually open up the videos. And so we are going to look at everything that is going crazy. I'm getting some messages. Somebody's messaging me somewhere. All right. Hey, Gangnam Singh. Hi, Arky. Salut. Ça va bien? All right. Let's get over to the markets, right? Well, we have the results, at least for now. Let's pull this up over here, right? So we have the roadmap, road to 2020. And right now it looks like it's iffy, right? When we go to the website, let's see if I go here to what I posted last night. I like this. It's a really cool. This was, or is, I should say, just it might have sound to it, so I will turn off the sound. There we go. I like this because you can see, all right, projected 268 right now for Trump and 270 something for Biden. So I like this because it has the projections and it will break it down into the percentages. No commentary from yeah, Gangan. So my email, it's really easy, jane@cjanetrade.com is my email address if you have any questions for anybody, you guys. Oops, I realized I made a spelling error. It's all good. So good morning, Scott. So that's what I've been watching. It's right on my Twitter and it looks like it's overlapping, right? So Florida supposedly went to Trump, but not everything is fully reported yet. So definitely watching all of that. Now, the SPY. You guys heard it from me yesterday. I said, you know what? No matter who's winning, we are going to see that the market will go up. And sure enough, we are up above. Especially, I said, hey, if we break above 338 yesterday, 338.30, but look at this 45-minute 425 EMA. This is what we are looking at for breaking above, right? Right now, we are up above this. We are just surging higher. These are the Heiken Ashi candlesticks. I was doing a training yesterday. These are just back to the hollow candlesticks with the black and white. So you can see the darker ones go to the downside. And this is following the trend. So it doesn't matter where it opens or closed. That's just the trend is screaming higher right now. Same on the Qs. We were breaking up above. Oh, let's turn these off over here. Make it a little less busy for you guys. And sure enough, we broke above a downward trend over here. Are we going to be heading up to 300? There is a chance, for sure. However, remember I said keep watch for the VXX for being when we drop below the $22.96, $23 range. Well, look at that. We came down, they tested it, and it looks like maybe they were getting out more of their position, or potentially they added to their position right there. We will see what happens. We're starting to somewhat stabilize here. We are setting new highs. However, the VXX is not dropping. So fear is still in the air right now. There's uncertainty. We've seen that the electric car makers have been screaming higher today. We had NIO all the way up to $39.75, almost to the $40 mark. We also had Lee. Let me get this, delete this right here. We had Lee as well, moving to the upside. Also XPEV or YPEV, is that it? XPEV, YPEV. I think it's XPEV. XPing is also an electronic car maker as well. And this broke out from the IPO highs, setting new highs today. This one is lower float than Lee. And they were both on my list earlier today. Let me see if I can pull that up for you guys. Right here. So here are, oops, I just shrank it down. Again, through till, yeah, we'll look at Bitcoin as well. Yeah, Donald, everything is up so far. And yesterday I did call it out based on dark pool prints that we were seeing. And oh my goodness, let's talk about Amazon. Amazon was on my list today for breaking out. Look at this, up 182 points today. I hope you guys were prepared. Also brings me to, I want to show you this. Everybody that has TradingView, please write to TradingView. I would love to see these candlesticks on TradingView. So I'm putting it out there. Please write to TradingView and ask for them to add equivolume candlesticks. You see this? Look at all of this volume here. Where are we? We are well above it, right? So that was buying volume now because we are above it. They were buying down here a little bit more. This was taken just about an hour and a half ago. So I'm sure that this candlestick is wider. So the width of the candlestick will show you the total volume. So the wider that it gets, the more volume, right? When it's a really narrow candlestick, that means there's low volume. So this is really interesting to see, and I love these candlesticks. It's another way to see visually where the volume lies on the chart rather than having to look down. You can see by the width of the candlesticks, which is pretty cool. You can also bring it down to a 5-minute chart or, any time frame. That reason, because the chart is basically a breakdown of data. Who is winning, the buyers or the sellers? If the buyers are winning, it will be going to the upside. If the sellers are winning, it will drop to the downside. All right, let's close this for now. So went and exceeded my expectations there. All right. Moving, it's gone up and hit 32.40. Again, I would look for 32.50 breakout for additional move. It is on my bullish above level here. So watching that for a breakout. Bitcoin, Gbtc. Let's check that out as well. Looks as if there's a buffering issue. So Bitcoin, nice, breaking out up above 1609. Here, let's put this on the daily chart over here so we can see it in the past as well. Let's make this a bit bigger. All right, so let's put on a weekly chart here. We might be able to see where we're going from here. All right, so on the weekly chart, we had all these breakouts. Oops. Right? Let's adjust this from here to here. Well, look. As soon as we had that, we were in breakout mode right there. Right? Our next highest is over here. And we are just breaking out now. This is going to the upside. When we look at it, we have a bit of a W, right? So if we were to back it out into a monthly chart, we'd see, hey, it came down to 366 right here, back here, even somewhat of an inverted head and shoulders, right? So here's our shoulder line up at, we'll call it 1740, actually even lower right here, 1360, which we broke above it. So we had a shoulder, then we have our head down here, back to the shoulder level, and then we break out. So if we go down from $5, maybe we'll be heading up to $21 up here. Nice move. to the upside. Look, we're up 61 cents. That's roughly 4%. So if we're up $5, that's going to be roughly 30% potentially to the upside. Hello, Mark. How's it going? All right. So let's look at the list today. If you guys are interested in signing up for my watch list, it is 35% off with a promo code that you guys decided on Monday. Vote 2020 for 35% off. And on the list today, we had NEO. Did NEO break out? You betcha. It broke out above the $38 mark, went to $39.75, a nice $1.75 to the upside. Lee as well broke out to the upside when we broke above $26.44, a nice $1.20 to the upside, 3%. PDD as well. Yep, we have a nice breakout right here. Took out the former high, opened above, and was able to hold support and continue to the upside. Amazon as well, screamed higher. I had my, hey, if it breaks above $31.75, jump on it. $50 move to the upside. Can't be upset about that. Apple as well. Yep, Apple. We've been testing the upper levels up here. Let's go and pull it back to the shorter time frame. This is a weekly chart, so let's look at our daily over here. So we're testing that upper level. On the daily, very easily we could come up to 1606. If we break above 1650, feeling extra bullish on it. Look, it looks kind of like a reverse cup and handle over here. You see that? It's kind of interesting. Wells Fargo had it as a potential short today. Well, they ended up closing the gap. They took it down this morning and now they're bouncing it up above 2220. Will we break above 2250, a close above 2250? We have a bit of a cup and handle on the shorter time frame, right? See it over here? This is our rim line. And then we have our handle, right? So if we have that, let's measure. The bottom here, that's 168. And we'll put our breakout was roughly right here. Let's measure it up, 168, target of 23.75 for Amazon to the upside. Excuse me, not Amazon. What am I talking about? Wells Fargo, guys. Yeah, the market is screaming higher. When we also look at, it's not this one. Let me see if I pull this up. Yeah, it's over here. Let's look at the seasonality, right? We were talking about this before. The seasonality for the election year. Well, is the market abiding by it? You bet, it really is, right? Doesn't want to bring the charts over here, right? Hey, way up higher. Just get ready. We might have this pullback. The blue is the election year, or it might continue to ride up, and we might follow the regular path of the trading for the S&P 500 for seasonality. So keep it on watch. Maybe we will have this big drawdown back to where we were. So we might have a drawdown and pull back down over here where we'll come back down to that 332. Just be prepared and be nimble. Right now with the uncertainty, we don't know confirmed who has the 270 electoral votes. Then we might be in limbo. People might get fearful. We took out former highs from the 23rd of October. Are we going to close above them? Will we close above 346? If so, likely a move to 350. Right now, it's stalled up around the 348 area. All right. Also, next one for short that was on my list to the short side today was Citigroup. And it had a nice short off of the open right here, coming down. JKS as well. JKS still following this downward trend, right? We're following this downward trend. We broke this upward trend line, and we're still riding those moving averages down. We have not been able to break this trend line. So this, bye-bye. We're going to get rid of that for now. It is in a downward trend. However, we have had buying come in pretty much over here at $58. It has not really been able to close below $58. You see, every time that it went below, there was buying. Maybe on the shorter time frame over here, we have an upside down cup and handle, upside down head and shoulders. If we could break above 64.50. CGC as well. Big gap down today. Well, we came down to the 200 exponential moving average. Also, look at what we bounce off of today. Yep, that 425 on the 45-minute chart. We bounced right off of there today. It's still in that downward motion. However, if we could break above 2020, nice potential move above. We did break below, or we rejected the 425 on the daily chart right here. Has earnings coming up, so be careful in holding this. Also, Sunrun. Sunrun right here pulled back this morning, does have earnings coming up. This is going to be tomorrow for the earnings. This has a downward trend. It is really following that to the downside. Actually, I'm going to tighten this up. Let's see. Bring it back down here. So we're just testing it right now. I went from the open yesterday. Will this have volume come into it and we surge higher? There's a potential, or there might be more of a sell-off into earnings. They drop it down today and then scream it higher after earnings are announced. Do you guys have any questions or anything that you would like to see? Put it in the chat and we will check it out. Yeah, Bitcoin. There's also Ethereum that was bouncing yesterday. It had a little bit of an upward motion. Today we have a bit of a bullish engulfing. If we can close up above yesterday, it will be a bullish engulfing candle. We bounced off of the 50 simple moving average today, and we might see that Ethereum follows with Bitcoin. So I will do a cryptocurrency video coming up probably for Friday. I've got one coming out today as well. So check that one out later at 6 o'clock tonight. But Bitcoin, we are breaking out right now. Ever since really we broke out here at 1436, AAL. Did I not do AAL? All right, let's check it out, Mark. So AAL still riding this to the downside. Now, I did draw a little wedge over here. It's bounced above, and we have some buying that's coming into it. So really, this area above $11, it has not been able to break down besides this day after earnings below $11. I like this sub $10 potentially for longer term holding. Back here again, maybe if it could get down even to $6, that would be like my prime. I wanted to stay above 5, but because the big guys, the big mutual funds cannot hold it if it drops below $5. So I would like to see it stay above $5, roughly $6. Nice potential to enter down there for me. See it ride back up with some potential stimulus. Likely, no matter who is elected, there will be a stimulus that will be involved. It's just a matter of when that happens, right? Pelosi was saying, oh, we want to wait until after elections. Well, guess what? The elections are now over. So why don't we go ahead and work on that stimulus again? Maybe I'll shoot her a tweet, be like, all right, Nancy, these elections are done. Let's work on the stimulus for the U.S. population now. All right, guys, have an amazing afternoon. Carpe Profit, seize those profits one trade at a time. If you ever have any questions, you guys can reach out to me at jane@cjanetrade.com. Remember, if you would like to subscribe to my watch list that we go over every day here, you can simply go to cjanetrade.com, head on over to the shop right here through Sunday, November 8th. It'll be 35% off when you put in the promo code VOTE2020. All right, so have an amazing afternoon. I will see you all tomorrow at 12:15. I'm also on Ticker Talker Roundtable this afternoon on their YouTube channel, so if you'd like to watch that, come on over and join me. I will post it on Twitter when we do go live.